Alright, we're testing this camera out in the car for the first time. And I wanted to see how the audio levels work and everything. We're here at our Omaha store. And I wanted to show, I just went to go get lunch and I thought, well, you know what? The number one question that we get, or the number one interesting piece of feedback we get in the store here in Omaha is, how long have you been here? I would have come here a long time ago if I knew we were here. Or people were saying they found out that we've been here a while, but they wish that they knew about it prior. So when we've been marketing, it's a big expense to do all sorts of advertising. So, but anyway, yeah, we've had that store since 2014, the summer. Didn't really get it off the ground though until the very start of 2015, and things have been constantly picking up because it seems like most of the customers we're seeing now are referrals from somebody else, the new customers that we're seeing. There we go, I got a green light. Okay, so we're going to show you where the store is, because that's the number one question we get is, or the number one concern is, you know, we didn't know you were there. So I'm going down L Street, heading eastbound. I just turned off of 108th Street. And the neat thing about this Amsoil store, or the Amsoil product, is most of the customers, so when I say most, I'm going to say 85% of the people that walk in the door are already familiar with the products. They're not asking us to provide any information on why they would spend, you know, $1 or $2 more a quart than another synthetic or that type of thing. They've already been sold on the performance years ago. So the comment that goes along with that is, we haven't bought in 4 or 5 years because the supply was an issue, or they got tired of having it shipped, and shipping is expensive. So in a city this size, you know, about 500,000 population, and some people say that the general area has practically 1 million people, yeah, we thought there should be legitimate supply right in the middle of town, and that's where we are on 84th Street, right in the center of town. So it is nice to hear when customers say, hey, you don't have to sell me on this stuff. I've been using it for years until I couldn't get it anymore, or I just got tired of paying for shipping. And then the second question we always get is, why can't I find it in auto parts stores? And the answer to that question is you can. You just have to request it and visit us, because we can put it in any auto parts store as long as we've got the nod or the okay by the person that owns that auto parts store. So it's not an Amsoil issue, it's actually the independent auto parts store issues. Same with quick lubes. Of course, I don't have any help here in Omaha. Any dealer can set up a quick lube, and we can supply them on behalf of that dealer. So that's not an issue either. So it's mostly a time and personnel factor, but we do keep everything in stock in this store, and our inventories have been increasing all the time. Okay, now I'm at 84th, so 84th and L, you probably recognize the intersection here. We're waiting on the left turn. So yeah, most of the customers that come in, of course, the performance is what sold them. That's how I got involved in an Amsoil dealer. I certainly, at that time when I got involved, I wasn't looking to spend more money, but in the old cars that I had, it was actually, I bought a new car, but then I went ahead and got the Amsoil for the older car to try it out. And a couple days later, I was like, why is this thing running so smooth all of a sudden? There was a vibration in the car that once I switched to Amsoil, it took me a day or two to figure it out. It was the oil that solved the problem. Nice vet there, and there's a Camaro there to your right. But my grandpa used to have that same 76, 77 green one. I missed that car. Those were the days. Look at his license plate there. If you can see that, it's the old Nebraska bicentennial plates. I've got those at home. But yeah, it's great. People know about the performance. That's how I got involved with it. And you know, we do get enough questions though on if they're coming in for one particular product for their car or their truck. And of course, we want to let them know that we have something for their small engines. Or a lot of the motorcycle customers don't realize we have stuff for their cars. So of course, we do have to explain the difference there. And really, what makes Amsoil different is how they do things upstairs in the office. Their relationship with suppliers and the fact they don't have stockholders to cause base stocks and additive packages to be of lesser performance. So that has a lot to do with this. By the way, okay, we're coming up on the street. You can see in front of us I-80 in the old bridge where the awful tunnel used to be on 84th. And here we are. I'm going to pull in right next to the Wendy's. You can see here. And there we are. See the Amsoil sign on the face of the building? Here, I'll just drive around so from the perspective of 84th Street, coming down 84th, this is what you're going to look for. Here's the plaza. Right. Waiting on this car here. I don't know what they're going to do. Well, all they had to do is drive around in a loop. So here we go. There's the store. And then looking out over 84th Street. And there's the Wendy's next door. So I'm going to back in here. Oh, the billboard guys were here putting a new sign up and they forgot to close the box down there on the bottom. All right, so we are here. That's 4211 South 84th Street. And we welcome you to come in and check out what we have. And you'll be amazed. We have an oil for every engine, whether it's small engines, whether it's your daily driver, a exotic type of a car, high performance car, and really who I think the Amsoil products fit the best with is that old daily driver that you're trying to get the most out of, and it has to last. That's really, not only are we the best product for that, that's where a lot of other places will say, oh, you don't need that fancy oil in that car, you need to put that in the other car. Well, no, it's not fancy oil, it's just oil that does exactly what you expect the oil to do, and it does it so that it lasts longer, and your investment, you get more return on investment, plus the overall operating costs are lower. So that's basically our whole point with the Amsoil products. I'm going to put out another video that's a Q&A, a questions and answers, that you can, we're going to, well, we'll do that another time. So thanks again.